My name's Craig Roderick, and my wife and I have an art fair business called Belfiore Images. And our body of work are flowers on black backgrounds shot in studio. I got started in photography in 1972, and I was trained to photograph crime scenes and crash scenes as part of my job. When I retired from police work, I kind of got a renewed interest in it, especially when digital came out. I was walking by my shrubbery in front of my house, and an azalea bloom had fallen off. For the first time, I looked at it closely, and I noticed this bloom had a lot of intricate detail that I'd never noticed before. And for some reason, I took it up to my studio and put it up against a piece of black paper I had. And I started applying flashlights to the flowers in a darkened studio. When I'm working with the flowers, I feel like I didn't create the flower, but I did create the image and something new. My goal is, by lighting the flowers from directions in which the sun doesn't hit them, I bring out things like colors and shapes, textures you can't see in sunlight. And so I get comments all the time about, well, I've got that flower in my yard and it never looked like that. And is it a real flower? I say, yeah, it was a real flower at one time, but it paid the ultimate sacrifice, have to bring it in the studio. And, but I said, it's the lighting that brings out all these things you don't normally see. I don't really have anything in mind when I bring them into the studio. I try to arrange them in a way that's interesting and displays their uniqueness. I hope it's something that people can look at and see something different every time. I get that comment a lot from people who have collected our work, and they often say that it's bold enough where it attracts attention from people who come to their homes, but it's soothing enough to be a calming influence. And a lot of them say, I see something different every time. And that's really what I'm after.